I postponed my dreams, believing I was doing it for them. I never said that I needed time too. One day, I realized the phone doesn't stop ringing by itself. I was the only one calling. I confused correcting with loving. Sometimes, what we give the most is what leaves us the most alone. This house used to be full of noise. Now all I hear is the clock on the wall. I'm 81 years old, and I live alone in a house that was never quiet before. Now, in the mornings, I wake up before the sun, not because I want to. My body just doesn't sleep the way it used to. I lie there, listening to the house. The walls creak. The clock in the hallway sounds louder than it used to. Or maybe I'm the one who has nothing left to listen to. There are days when the phone doesn't ring at all. Not one call, not one message. I used to tell myself that was normal, that my children were busy, that work, life, responsibilities, all of that consumes people. I repeated that idea so many times that it almost became true, until the silence started lasting too long. I'm not telling this to blame my children. They are not cruel people. They didn't wake up one day and decide to forget me. What happened was slow, very slow, and in part, I helped it happen. When you reach this age, you start thinking about endings, not in a dramatic way, more in a practical one. You start sorting through things, old papers, clothes you no longer wear, ideas you carried with you your whole life. And one of those ideas was believing I had been a good father simply because my children never lacked anything material. When I was young, I thought loving meant providing, working hard, not complaining, enduring. That's how I grew up. My parents weren't bad people, but they weren't affectionate either. No one talked about feelings. You did what had to be done. That was it. It felt normal to me. When I had children, I was afraid. I didn't say it out loud, but it was there, a constant fear of failing them. So I clung to what I knew how to control: work, discipline, stability. I worked for years without stopping. Overtime, weekends, promises of "we'll talk tomorrow." I thought I was building their future. I didn't realize I was absent from the present. I was in the house, but I wasn't always with them. I listened, but I didn't always understand. I answered with advice when what they needed was a hug. When they were sad, I tried to fix the problem. When they were angry, I told them to calm down. I thought that was parenting, that it would make them strong. Without realizing it, I taught them something else: that their emotions were a burden, that they had to be careful with me. It didn't happen overnight. There was no big fight. It was a distance that grew slowly. I missed school events, important conversations, small moments that seemed insignificant. I always thought, there will be time later. Time felt endless back then. When they grew up, they stopped telling me everything. I thought it was normal. Teenagers are like that, I told myself. What I didn't see was that they were learning who felt safe and who didn't. What they could tell me, what they couldn't. When they became adults, our conversations turned practical. Work, weather, dates, everything polite, everything distant, and then fewer calls, more silence. At first, I made excuses: technology, modern life. But the truth arrived another way. It arrived when my wife died. The house became truly empty, and I had no one left to share the silence with. My children came at first. They helped, they called, but even then, I felt something cold. as if they were walking carefully around me. Over time, they returned to their lives, and I stayed here, alone. One day, I asked out loud, "Why don't they call me anymore?" And the answer I found was hard, but honest. Because talking to me was never easy. Not because they didn't love me, but because with me, there was always judgment, unasked for advice, corrections disguised as concern. I thought I was helping. They felt unheard. I thought I was being honest. They felt unsafe. The world is already hard. I should have been the place where they could rest, and I wasn't. Not enough. There are things I can no longer fix. At this age, time doesn't come back. All I can do now is tell the truth, listen more, speak less. If my children call tomorrow, I will answer. Not with advice, not with corrections, just with presence. Some lessons arrive late, and some truths are understood when there is very little time left to live them.